Babes, surviving Mother's Day with narcissistic rich mothers should honestly qualify as a full-time job.
Welcome back, babes. Good morning, good evening, good night, good whenever.
I forgot afternoon, but good afternoon too.
Honestly, whenever you hear this, babes, welcome back.
Because babes, yes, we survived Mother's Day, and yes, we already discussed the chaos.
We did. It was a lot. Fully draining.
So draining. But can we talk about something fun?
Please. I am begging you to change the subject before my eye starts twitching again.
Right. Well, we thought it'd be absolutely hilarious to discuss 10 life lessons we learned from our mothers, although we're just going to cover 5 of the messiest ones today.
Oh, they are so messy.
Literally. These are the lessons we will absolutely carry with us, like, as future parents.
As future sugar babies, obviously.
Yes. And honestly, just as emotionally exhausted adults. Because, babes, our mothers are both rich narcissists.
They are. We love them, but they are fully delusional.
Completely living in another reality. So these lessons are messy. Like lesson number 1. And I get so emotional thinking about this because it scarred me. Luxury expectations.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Specifically, my mother looking me dead in the eyes on my 12th birthday and saying, "Don't get them Pandora."
Wait, hold on. She specifically said the word Pandora to a middle schooler.
Yes. She sat me down completely unprompted and was like, if a man tries to buy your love with a charm bracelet, you run. You are a Cartier kind of girl.
I mean, she has a point, but the delivery is unhinged.
Right. I was in middle school. I was wearing like mood rings and plastic chokers from Claire's. I started crying because I just felt this intense pressure. I didn't even know what Cartier was.
That is so dark. But sociologically, she was establishing your baseline for conspicuous consumption, like she was inoculating you against settling.
It was terrifying. But it leads right into lesson number 2, which is your mom's specialty.
Oh, the absolute art of the passive-aggressive compliment. My mother is a sniper, just a highly trained operative.
Oh my God, my stomach is in knots just waiting for the example. What did she say this time?
So I walked into brunch yesterday, right? I'm wearing a brand new dress, fresh blowout. I feel invincible.
As you should. You looked amazing.
Thank you. But she kisses my cheek, steps back, does that agonizingly slow optical sweep from my shoes to my hairline, and goes, "Ah, honey, you are so brave for wearing horizontal stripes at this stage in your life." No.
Oh.
I am gasping. I am literally covering my mouth right now. That is emotional terrorism.
At this stage in your life, like what stage? Am I elderly? Am I entering my crone era?
It's just so mean.
But it's framed as praise, right? That's the linguistic genius.
Yeah.
She says, you are so brave. So you can't get mad without looking crazy.
That is a masterclass in psychological warfare.
Exactly. You just smile, hold eye contact, and say, thanks, it's vintage. Which brings us to lesson number 3. Always keeping receipts.
Oh, God, the emotional receipts, the mental ledger of every perceived slight.
Yes. My mom taught me to catalog every single interaction. Like she'll bring up this specific tone my aunt used in like 2014. It creates this intense paranoia.
It's exhausting.
It physically hurts. It teaches you that trust is an absolute illusion. I get genuinely emotional because I have to consciously unlearn it. I have to tell myself, like, no, your friend didn't text back because she's busy, not because of a joke you made 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that hypervigilance is basically a trauma response masquerading as a life skill. But speaking of trauma responses, lesson 4, how to emotionally survive family dinners.
Oh, the dissociation.
Complete terrifying dissociation fueled by premium alcohol.
The 1,000-yard stare into the void.
Exactly. Someone asks why you aren't married. You take a sip of wine, find a fixed point on the wall, and astral project to a cabana in St. Bart's.
Yeah.
Your physical body stays, but your soul has left the chat.
It is the only way to survive. Okay, final messy lesson, lesson 5. How to spot fake rich people immediately.
My absolute favorite analytical framework. New money versus old money aesthetics.
Please break this down. Your take on this is always so snarky and so accurate.
It's just basic semiotics, babes. My mother always said, wealth whispers, but debt screams.
Oof. That is brutal.
But it's true. If someone walks in covered in interlocking logos, the giant Gucci belt, the Fendi print tights, they are overcompensating. They are screaming, look, I have capital.
Yes. It's like a neon sign of financial anxiety.
Right. Whereas old money is wearing like a $3,000 cashmere sweater that is actively pilling, and they just do not care because they don't have to prove they belong in the room.
It makes so much sense. I hear your mom's voice every time I go to the mall now.
Because, babes, the wine is flowing. Hello, Rosé, and babes, we are here.
We are so here, it is flowing, and we are just settling into the cozy vibes.
And by the time you hear this, it will be Monday.
Yes, and honestly, babes, more than anything, you hope they have an amazing week.
Because while you spent today with your mothers, you did not forget your girls, Joan and Felicia, your OG Snark queens from the retirement home.
Oh my gosh, FaceTiming them today was everything. It was the absolute highlight of my weekend. They are so cute.
They are terrifying is what they are.
No, I adore them. Seeing little faces pop up, sitting together in those matching cardigans, I literally got teary-eyed. I just love them so much.
Babes, we also swung by and dropped off cards and chocolates, and they roasted us heavy. They absolutely destroyed my self-esteem.
I am still recovering. I went out of my way to get those artisanal, single-origin Belgian truffles. Hand-tied ribbon and everything.
And Joan looked at it like it was a live grenade.
But she did. She squinted at me and was like, "Are you trying to put me in a medically induced coma? This chocolate is going to send my blood sugar through the roof. Do you want my foot to fall off?"
I fully lost it. I had to step out into the hallway because I was laughing so hard I was wheezing. Old ladies are secretly the funniest people alive.
They are so savage. But you can tell they love us. It's their love language.
Felicia told me my eyeliner made me look like a raccoon that hadn't slept since 2019. I mean, where is the lie?
Oh my God. Honestly, cheers to us. And cheers to you for surviving the day with us.
Cheers. Wait, let me take a sip. Okay, hit me with 3 life lessons from today specifically.
Okay, number 1, and this is heartfelt. You can love your family with your entire soul and still need a 3-day silent retreat immediately after seeing them.
Amen. Boundaries, babes. Number 2, never argue with a woman over 70 about her diet. Just nod, take the artisanal truffles back, and eat them in your car.
Exactly. And number 3, family drama is universal. The grief, the messiness, the love. It's the same everywhere. Even if your family is currently dealing with a time-traveling grifter from the 1800s.
The transition, let's get into it. The ultimate family drama.
Yes. We have to talk about Season 4, Episode 4. And, babes, I am emotionally devastated by the timeline trauma in this episode. I'm a shell of a person.
See, you're crying, and I am hyper-fixated on the shady behavior, the outfits, and the absolute mess of the Landry and Goodwin families.
It is a chaotic masterpiece.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Nick. Nick is back.
Nick is back, and he just casually walks into the house unannounced, like zero boundary awareness.
But he has such golden retriever energy. I swoon. He just bounces in like, "Hey guys, I'm by a house in Port Haven."
While Alice and Elliot are having a literal panic attack because Kat is missing in the 1920s.
But he brought his biological father, Julian, who is just the ultimate sweet, artsy silver fox. The fact that he sent Dell Snapdragons, I couldn't handle it.
Okay, let's pause. I need to push back on this. Is Julian actually sweet, or is he just a smooth-talking stage actor laying it on thick?
He is sweet. He helped Nick's moms have a baby just to make them happy.
He quotes Shakespeare in a kitchen. He is clocking the tension and manipulating the audience. But wait, did you fully lose your mind at the Alice joke?
Oh my God, I screamed. My soul left my body.
Julian casually mentioning that Nick's first love was named Alice, and the actual Alice, who is sitting right there, has to pretend it's a wacky coincidence.
The awkwardness of your first love being a time-traveling teen sitting on your couch. I would simply pass away.
I would spontaneously combust. But the tension gets worse with this whole Dell, Sam, and Julian love triangle of delusion.
Sam introducing himself as Delilah's boyfriend was so territorial.
As he should be. Sam is a saint. He brings her local honey.
But Dell declines his offer to move in together. She says he's getting too comfortable. And I got so emotional because she is terrified to move on. She feels guilty for being happy without Colton.
Babes, I am rolling my eyes into the next dimension. Sam just wants to plant a garden with her. You are in your 60s playing guessing games.
It is a trauma response. She is grieving.
It's toxic. You don't push a good man away just because he's reliable. Meanwhile, Kat is having her own crisis. She is locked in a 1920s jail.
Yes. And Cliff Kane is aggressively questioning her.
Side note, Cliff Kane is very, very attractive. I am respectfully looking at that vintage suit.
You are impossible. Your friend is in historical jail. Yeah. And the worst part, Fern bails her out and admits that she is the one who drugged Kat.
Honestly, I deeply respect the toxicity.
You respect her drugging her own granddaughter.
It is a very 1920s toxic bestie move. She drugged Kat to keep her out of a gang war with the Augie boys. It's chaotic good.
I gasp. I could not believe it. And Kat is so overwhelmed, she jumps back to the present and just impulsively quits her job at the Herald.
This is where Kat loses me completely. She is allergic to a 9 to 5.
She is stressed, Her brain is straddling 3 centuries. She needs to process. She can't edit bake sale articles.
She is shutting down a historic town newspaper because she has a time-traveling hyperfixation. Babes, you need a paycheck. You can't pay property taxes with magical puddle jumps.
You are so rigidly analytical. Okay, let's go to the 1970s kitchen party, because this wrecked me. Alice is spying from the bushes.
Naturally, voyeurism is a Landry family trait.
We see young Vic totally in love with Tessa. But then, Dell throws her wine in the bushes, and we realize she is hiding a 1979 pregnancy loss.
Yeah, that was a really heavy reveal.
It is beautifully tragic. And realizing Colton wrote his song for Dell during that exact time of deep sorrow, I was weeping. Grief does not age out.
I acknowledge the emotional weight, I really do, but my Snark radar activated seconds later when older Fern comes downstairs and absolutely tears into Tessa.
She was terrifying, screaming that Tessa will never be family.
She told her to get her hands off the family almanac, and then she drops the T.S. Eliot quote, "The end is her beginning."
Yes, but I think Tessa is just a misunderstood outsider looking for a family.
Babes, you are too trusting. Tessa is a grifter.
We don't know that for sure.
She stole from Coyle's till. She is obsessed with the almanac. She ruined Vic's life and abandoned Elliot. She is a temporal scam artist.
You are so shady. Okay, jumping to the present day party.
Yeah.
Dell throws a party for Nick. Alice is singing Colton's song off her phone.
Very cozy vibes, until Elliot plays the piano and complains about a sticky key.
The sticky key. My ears perked right up.
Let me put my tinfoil hat firmly on my head. They do not mention a sticky key on television unless it is a plot device.
Exactly. Chekhov's sticky key.
What is inside that piano? A key to the Goodwin estate. A letter? Someone is taking an axe to that piano by the finale, mark my words.
I am so ready for it. But then we cut to Jacob's runaway era, and it is so dark.
Working at a Toronto whiskey bar, serving overpriced drinks to millennials.
And hallucinating Thomas Coyle? Calling him a coward. My heart just broke when Jacob called Dell's landline, heard the party, and hung up.
I have zero sympathy.
How can you have zero sympathy? He feels like a burden. He is self-sabotaging.
Babes, your sister literally jumped into a dirty pond in the 1800s to save you. Answer the damn phone.
He is traumatized.
Stop acting like a moody teen when you are chronologically a Victorian man. Go home.
You are brutal. Okay, the final plunge. The cliffhanger. Kat and Alice realize Tessa's handwriting matches the 1882 entry in the Almanac.
Boom. Grifter status confirmed.
And she recorded Fern's birth in 1906. Tessa is a time traveler stuck in the past. So Kat decides to jump in the pond.
And Nick volunteers to jump with her, which I am obsessed with.
It was so noble of him to protect Alice.
Noble, sure, but he said, I get to go in the time machine. Like, he's in line for a ride at Disney World. He has zero fear of the temporal unknown.
He is so pure. But then Dell hallucinates Colton, chases him on her horse, and gets violently bucked off.
She landed so hard.
I screamed. The screen just faded to black. My heart rate is still up. Okay, we need to structure this. Segment 1. Most emotional damage. Which character emotionally wrecked you the most tonight?
You go first. You have the emotional thesis ready.
I do. I am choosing Dell. The layers of her trauma in this single episode are staggering. Reminiscing about the lost baby, sabotaging her relationship with Sam because she feels guilty for being happy.
A textbook self-sabotage.
And then answering the dead phone, knowing it's Jacob and hearing him hang up, and then getting thrown from a horse while chasing her dead husband's ghost. She completely wrecked me.
It is a lot of suffering, but my choice is young Vic.
Young Vic, he was barely there.
Yes, and here is my highly sarcastic but brutally honest analysis.
Yeah.
Watching him look at Tessa with hearts in his eyes is devastating.
But it was pure young love.
Because of dramatic irony, babes. We know he ends up as a bitter, cold man raising Elliot alone because Tessa abandons them. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, babes.
Oh, wow. That is really tragic.
You just want to scream, run, Vic. She's a temporal scammer.
Okay, segment 2. Mother knows best. Or does she? Let's discuss who gives good advice and who absolutely should not.
I will take the terrible advice, Grandma Fern. Do not listen to this woman.
Because the speakeasy.
Babes, if your grandmother's advice is, I roofied your drink so you wouldn't get into a gang war with the bootleggers, she should not be giving life advice.
It is a massive violation of trust.
It's a premeditated felony. She is a menace.
Okay, for good advice, I have to go with Colton in the past.
The flannel-wearing voice of reason.
When he told Alice that she needs to sing her own truth and not just hide behind his songs, I cried. He pushed her to be authentic.
That was solid. But I also love Julian in the present.
Really? You're giving it to Julian?
Yes. Because he gently pointed out to Dell that she has the right to be wooed. She doesn't have to settle into a boring routine with Sam just because they're older.
That is actually a very fair point.
He reminded her of her spark.
Segment 3. Could we survive this timeline? Would you thrive in this world or emotionally collapse immediately?
Oh, I would emotionally collapse in the 1920s. The minute I woke up in that jail cell smelling like bathtub gin, I would just wait for the end. I have no survival skills.
See, I would absolutely thrive as a flapper at Grayson Goodwin's mansion parties.
You would?
Oh, I'd master the aesthetic immediately. But to be clear, the second Cliff Kane looked at me, I would immediately snitch on the Augie boys.
You are shameless.
I would sell everyone out for a steak dinner. But what about the time-traveling secret? Could you keep the secret if you jump?
I think I could. I'm very loyal.
Babes, I am pushing back violently. You could not. Because I know you would immediately come back and tell everyone on Instagram Live.
No, I wouldn't. Your first instinct would be, get ready with me to go churn butter in the Victorian era. Link in bio.
Okay, you got me. The anxiety of hiding a literal tear in the space-time continuum would break me. I'd definitely flog it.
Exactly. All right, final segment. Segment 4, life lesson spiral.
Okay, we each share a true lesson, a terrible parental lesson, and an unlearning moment. I'll go first. My true lesson. Grief doesn't age out. Watching Dell cry over her lost baby 40 years later proves you don't just get over it.
So true. Nonlinear mourning is real. What's the terrible lesson?
Sacrificing your own happiness to protect someone else's idea of you. Like Jacob staying in Toronto because he thinks he's a burden. I learned that from my mom, that if you're broken, you should hide.
Yeah, that attachment avoidance is rough. And what are you unlearning?
The idea that you have to fix everything yourself. Kat is trying to save Tessa, fix Elliot, run the newspaper, and save the town. I'm unlearning that savior complex.
A martyr complex is heavy. Okay, my turn for the sarcastic spiral. True lesson. Always check the handwriting in the family almanac.
Oh my God, you will not let this go.
Because your shady future daughter-in-law might be forging birth dates in the 1880s. Hire a forensic expert, babes.
You are relentless. What is your terrible lesson?
Playing toxic mind games with your partner just because they brought you honey instead of flowers. Looking at Dell. Stop testing people who actually love you.
Oof, that is painfully accurate. And what are you unlearning?
Thinking a mysterious, moody time traveler is a good romantic prospect.
Like Tessa or Thomas Coyle.
All of them. Babes, if they steal from the cash register and randomly disappear for decades, block their number, stop romanticizing the red flags.
This is why I need you. You bring the snarky logic to my emotional chaos.
Someone has to steer the ship. And babes, speaking of steering, we are out of wine.
We really are. I am pouring the last drop right now. Thank you to the Snark Squad for ending your weekend with us.
We love spiraling with you, but before you go, we need to know something. Head to the comments right now.
Yes. Tell us, what is the funniest thing your parents ever taught you?
What is a lesson that stuck with you forever?
And do you also have chaotic older relatives who roast you like Joan and Felicia? We need to know we aren't alone.
Remind them to like, comment, subscribe, and send in their messy stories.
Yes, send them all. We live for the mess.
Stay hopeful, stay messy, and we will see you on the Snark side.